Yes, Chris. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So we'll continue with geometry. I think we had finished with the theorem. Okay, we can start with the. Had we started with the exercise?
So we had done problem set 1.3.
Problem set.
Practice set.
Practice set. Okay. We finished it, or anything was remaining in that? I don't know.
We finished it, sir.
We finished it. Okay, let me just see what is remaining in this chapter. Yeah, we finished this part, converse, writing the converse of the following third one. Did we finish this?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, we'll discuss problem set then. And then we'll finish problem set today. And then in the next class, we'll start with a new chapter. Okay, before starting with this, can you tell me what is going on in your school? Which chapter?
We finished geography chapter 1, and this week we'll start geography chapter 2, and we started real numbers today.
Real numbers is started. Oh, fine. Okay, so we'll discuss a question. First one, how many midpoints? This we had discussed also. How many midpoints does one segment has? How many midpoints?
Many.
Midpoint. One. A line segment will have one and only one midpoint. Okay, keep this in mind. A line segment can have one and only one midpoint. Okay, let's see the second one. How many points are there in the intersection of two distant lines? Okay, try to recollect first. Intersection of two distant. Distant means unique or different, separate. So two lines, how many intersection points are there? How many can you see?
One.
One. So answer is C, only one. So there is one point in two, when two lines are intersecting, there is just one point in their intersection. Third one. How many lines are determined by three distinct points? I'll rephrase this question for you. Through three different points, okay? I'll draw it 1, 2, and 3. So from three distant or three different unique points, how many lines can you draw?
3, sir.
3? Are you sure? 3? So let's try drawing 1, 2, and this is 3. Now in this also you have to keep one thing in mind. These 3 points, how they are located. Are they collinear or are they not collinear? So in this case which we draw, what was this case? How were the points in this case?
It was non-collinear.
Yes, it was non-collinear. But what if
so
they are collinear? So I'll draw them in single line. Now they are collinear. Now how many lines can I draw through it?
1.
1. You can draw 1. Now depending on how the points are they collinear or non-collinear? If collinear, you can draw 1. If non-collinear, you can draw 3. Now you tell me, what is the answer?
C, 1 or 3.
Yes, C, 1 or 3 is the answer. Fifth one, let's see. Find distance AB if coordinate of A and B are -2 and 5 respectively. So this you can do. Can you tell me what will be distance AB?
7.
7. Fifth one. If PQR, that means Q is between P and R. Distance PQ is 2. Distance PR is 10. Okay, I'll draw it for you. So P, Q, R. Distance PQ is 2. Distance PR is 10. You have to find out distance QR. How much will it be?
8.
8. That is 10 minus 2, 8. So B is the answer. Okay. Second one. On a number line, coordinates P, Q, R are 3, -5, and 6 respectively. So let's draw that first. This is the number line. This is the origin, 0. And 3 is point P. -5 is point Q. And 6 is point R. Now you have to state with reasons whether the following statements are true or false. The first statement is distance PQ plus distance QR is equal to distance PR. You have to check whether this is true or not. So first what you do is find out each distance. First, let's find out distance PQ. So how will you find out distance PQ? It will be 3
minus 5.
which is 8. Then find out distance QR. What will be distance QR?
6 minus.
That is 11. Then distance PR 6 minus 3, correct? Which is 3. Now substitute all these values in this equation. So distance PQ is 8. See on the left hand side, plus QR is 11 equal to distance PR is 3. 8 plus 11 is 19 and 19 is not equal to 3. So LHS is not equal to RHS. Therefore, first statement is false. Is this clear? I want
Yes.
you to now write it down and then check for the second statement also.
Done, sir.
Okay. Is the second one true? Can you tell me what did you get for the second one?
No, sir, I need the phone. Sorry, sir.
First
I'll
one.
do it.
Oh, okay. Now do the second one. Same way. Find distance PR, find distance PQ, and then RQ, and check whether it is coming whether left hand side is equal to the right hand side. So distance PR we already found out, right? Distance PR was 3.
Distance PR was 2 years.
Yes, and RQ
11.
is 11, and PQ also we found out 8. So you just have to substitute in that. the LHS will be 11 plus 3. And 8, I think. The LHS is equal to the RHS, right? Are you getting?
Doing it, sir.
Okay, do it.
So,
Yes.
LHS is not equal to RHS.
Not equal for the second one, are you sure?
Yes, sir. Distance PR is 3, distance RQ is 11, and distance PQ is 8.
RQ is 11. Okay. So it is second statement is also wrong then. False. Sorry, second statement is also false. Try for the third one now.
So LHS is equal to RHS.
So third one is true. Try for the fourth one also.
LHS is not equal to RHS.
Not equal. Okay. No, yeah, I think it should be equal in the fourth one also. See, it is PQ. PQ is 8 and PR is 3. Okay, so it's not equal. 8 minus
So we
3
have to
is 5.
yeah.
Okay, not equal. Okay. In this one, now coordinate of some pairs are given and you have to just find out the distance. So first one, if you see 3 and 6 is given. So distance will be, you just subtract the smaller number from the bigger number. So distance here will be 6 minus 3, which is 3 units. Similarly, second one, if you see, it is minus 9 and minus 1. So you subtract the smaller number from the bigger number. So minus 1 minus 9, that will be minus 10. But can distance be negative? Yes, can distance be negative? Can I say minus 10
No,
is
sir.
it? No. So you make it positive and you say that the distance is plus 10. This is clear? Can you do the third
Yes, sir.
one? Do the third one.
So one answer is one.
Fourth one, if you see, it is x and minus 2. X and minus 2.
So it's 0 and minus 2.
The fourth one, you see in my textbook, it's written x. What is it in your textbook?
It's 0, comma minus 2.
0. Okay, then you take it as 0. So that you can do then. What is the answer?
2.
2. Next. What is next? X plus 3. X plus 3. X minus 3, is it? Is it correct? Okay. So distance. Now, which is a bigger number and which is a smaller number? X plus 3 is bigger or X minus 3 is bigger?
X plus 2.
X plus 3 minus X minus 3. So you open this X plus 3. Now when you open the bracket, it will become minus X plus 3. Plus X minus X cancel. And you have 3 plus 3, that is 6. So 6 is the answer. Okay. Can you do the sixth one?
So it's 72.
72. Okay. And the last one?
So 5.
Okay. Can you read and can you try this one? Coordinate of point P on the number line is -7. This is the number line. The origin. And if this is -7, then this is point P. You have to find the coordinates of point on the number line, which is at a distance of 8 units from point P.
One would be -15, and the other one would be 1.
Correct. Fifth one. Okay, this one also I want you to do. It's easy.
So the first one answer is 10.5.
10.5. Next one.
So the next one is 9.1.
Oh, correct. Okay, sixth one, I want you to do it for homework. It is same like the fourth one. We will discuss the seventh one.
Which one? Which one?
Sixth one, sixth. One by one, we'll discuss the seventh one now. We have to write it in conditional form. Conditional form means we have to write it in the form of if, then. So first one is every rhombus is a square. Every rhombus is a square. Write it in if, then form. Try to use quadrilateral. If a quadrilateral
If a quadrilateral is a rhombus, then it is always a square.
No, then it is a square. Not always, don't say always. If a rhombus is a if a quadrilateral is a rhombus, then it is a square. So write it down.
Done.
Did you write it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, next. Angles in a linear pair are supplementary.
If an angle is in a linear pair, then it is supplementary.
Correct. If an angle is in linear pair, then it is supplementary. Write it down.
How I passed from the
And,
Next. A triangle is a figure formed by 3 segments.
if a figure is formed by 3 segments, then it is a triangle.
You're making the converse. If a figure is a triangle, then it is formed by 3 segments. Then, okay, next. A number having only 2 divisors is called a prime number.
If a number has 2 divisors, then it is called a prime number.
Correct. Write it down.
Then
Okay, let's discuss 8th one now. You have to find out the converse. Can you tell me the converse for the first one? Yes, can you try? Converse. So in converse, what you have to do, you have to basically change the subject and the object, or you have to change the consequence and antecedent.
yes, if the figure is a triangle, then the sum of measures of angles in a figure is 180.
In it is 180 degree. Yes, right.
Done, sir.
Next.
If two angles are complement of each other, then the angles are 90 degrees.
And the measures of those.
Then the measure. Done, sir.
Next.
If two lines are parallel, then the corresponding angles formed by the transversal of two lines are congruent.
Right.
मेरे को 15 मिनट हो गए तो केबल स्टार्ट करो
Done.
And the last one.
If a number is divisible by 3, then the sum of the number is divisible by 3.
The sum of the digits of the number is divisible by 3.
Done, sir.
Okay, in the 9th one, you just have to write the antecedent and consequence. So can you tell me for the first one?
So the antecedent is if all sides of a triangle are congruent, and the consequent is
When you're writing the antecedent, don't write if.
oh,
So all sides of the triangle are congruent. Say. Say.
and the consequent is it's all angles are congruent.
Correct. Next.
1 second, sir. diagonals of a
Diagonals of a parallelogram bisects each other. So first you have to write it in is-then form. If a quadrilateral is a parallelogram.
If a quadrilateral is a parallelogram, then the diagonals bisect each other.
Okay, so your antecedent will be quadrilateral is a parallelogram.
A quadrilateral is a parallelogram.
That will be the antecedent. And diagonals bisect each other will be the consequent. Write it down. One minute. Okay. So in this next one, what you have to do is you have to draw a label figure showing each information in each of the following statement and write the antecedent and consequent. So antecedent and consequence, so you'll able to write for the first one. So it says two equilateral triangles are similar. So this is the first one, two equilateral triangles are similar. So what will be the antecedent for this one? First,
if a figure is a triangle, if two figures are triangle.
If two, there is one information given to you, what type of triangle it is.
If two figures are equilateral triangles.
No, don't use the word figures. We know what it is. What is that figure? Triangle.
Equilateral triangle.
Triangle.
If a triangle is an equilateral triangle,
yes.
Then they are similar.
If two triangles are equilateral triangle, then they are similar. Okay. I'll just write it. If two triangles are equilateral, then they are similar. Okay, if two triangles are equilateral, then they are similar. Okay, now in this, the antecedent, two triangles are equilateral. This is antecedent. Okay, and they are similar will be your the consequence. And now you have to draw also. You just have to draw the consequence, that is they are similar. So draw two equilateral triangles. So I hope you know how to draw an equilateral triangle. What has to be same in an equilateral triangle?
All sides.
All sides and all angles.
All angles.
All angles. Do you remember what are the measures of the angles of an equilateral triangle?
55 degrees.
60. Okay, all the angles of an equilateral triangle are 60 degrees. So this is it. You just have to draw two equilateral triangles of different lengths. Okay, that means the first triangle has 6, 6, 6. Then second triangle can have 3, 3, 3. Okay, both of these triangles are similar. Listen carefully to the words I am saying. Both the triangles are similar. They are not congruent. Okay, they are similar. If they would be congruent, then the length would be same. Now, what do you mean by similar? What do you mean by similar? Suppose you take out this triangle, this smaller triangle, if you take it out. Okay, you take out the smaller triangle and you put it on this bigger one. Okay, you put it on the bigger one and you magnify it or make it small or make it, or better magnify it. If you magnify it, so see, it will exactly fit on this triangle. Okay, it will exactly fit on it if you magnify it, if you increase it. That is the meaning of similarity. Okay, it is similar but not equal. Are you getting the difference between similar and equal?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. So let's, remaining other two, can you do it for homework?
Yes, yes.
Second one is angle in linear pair are congruent. So do you know how to draw angles in linear pair? Angles in linear pair, how do we draw?
Their base is 180 degrees.
The sum of both the angles is 180 degrees. So this one, angle COB, and this one, angle COA. They are two angles whose sum will be 180 degrees. Hence, you can say that they are angles in linear pair. Okay. And what is the last one? Altitudes. Altitudes of drawn on two sides of the triangle are congruent. Then those two sides are congruent. If you draw a triangle, what is altitude? Altitude is nothing but a perpendicular drawn from the vertex to the side. Okay? Altitude is nothing but perpendicular drawn from any vertex to the side. So in this question, they're saying if the altitude is drawn on two sides of a triangle. So we'll draw altitudes from two sides. So I'll just write this A, BC. So I'll draw altitude first from the vertex B to AC. Note one thing, altitudes are perpendicular. It has to be perpendicular, okay? Yeah, this is perpendicular, so I'll just write the perpendicular sign. Similarly, I'll draw another altitude from point C to side AB. So this is the next altitude. Okay, altitudes are perpendicular. Now one question for you. Are altitudes, so these, I'll give this BD name, CQ and BD. Will point Q be midpoint of AB? Will Q be midpoint of AB?
Yes. Will midpoint of AB.
Sorry, I can't hear. Can you repeat?
Will Q be midpoint of AB? No, sure.
It will not be. It will not be. If C, now note, CQ is the altitude. Okay, CQ and BD are the altitude. If CQ and BD would be the median, then those 2 points would become midpoint. But it is not median. Okay, so we'll stop here. You complete those two sums, write it down, and then now in the next class we'll start with new chapter, next chapter of geometry. Okay.